Brainstorming and sharing ideas is the funnest part of the creative process. We decided to skip the boring part of actually making stuff and just do the fun part. I'm your host, Tom Walma.
Cheryl Stoner.
James River.
Eric Wilson.
And this is Creativity Wasted.
I think it's a little weird that somebody can just dial 10 random numbers and make an object in your pocket vibrate and make a sound. I think it's 2025, right? That's the year. That shouldn't be a thing. That seems a little weird. Prime example: Shadur Sanders was pranked. His a defensive coordinator's son found his number and pranked him and called and pretended that a team was going to draft him. And just by having 10 numbers, being able to do that to a person. Doing that to a kid who's getting excited to get drafted. And then, so I think that there should be an app called Gatekeeper that prevents people from just being able to pardon my language, just being able to call you and text you and solicit you. You have to have an approved list of people that can do that. Otherwise, they have to answer to an AI assistant who gatekeeps access to you, and you have to basically talk, and you got to figure out a way to get, to even leave a message, to even leave a voice. So we're just basically going back to voicemails, or even just allowing people to text if they get past the gatekeeper, because I don't think people should be able to just have access to you like that. In this day and age, I think there should be a better way of stopping that, and maybe AI isn't the solution, but something, man. At least screening people to just be able to get a hold of you.
I feel like that already exists in some capacity. We just don't.
I believe so.
There's probably a way to put a list of numbers that only those numbers can call, but I don't think that you can have an AI assistant sit in between. I think that's pretty unique. I don't know, a celebrity,
right?
You call and it's like an AI, but it's like Samuel L. Jackson or something.
What's your urgency? What's your business? You have a pre-approved list of hey, my mom, my dad, my brothers, my friends, people that need to get a hold of me. Otherwise, why you bother me at midnight? You should get through AI,
I feel like you also could do that with just having a burner phone and only telling 5 people it.
Sure.
True. Or you could just turn your phone off and no one would bother you when your phone is off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, these are all reasonable solutions, but non-automated.
Now I need a fun one. Trying to find a way to... It's a goofy solution to this problem.
I like the idea of a telemarketer calling and then they have to try to trick some AI.
Ooh, maybe if they answer a riddle, then they can get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a couple of trivia questions or something, and then they can get to you. If you be all right, if you do answer this, you can bother me.
Yeah.
If you answer my 3 riddles, you
right?
can call me.
You can set the difficulty settings, how playful you want to be with them.
Right.
What's in my pocket?
Yeah.
And you can listen back maybe later to see how the conversation with the AI went, to tweak the AI.
Mm-hmm.
If it gave your mom a hard time or something, you can go back and you can ease up on it.
You see your mom be like, what?
Okay, so question is, do you dare try to do your voice and try to just have it talk to you and AI you until it gets to you? Or is it got to be Samuel L. Jackson or Morgan Freeman or something?
I'm just remembering, you guys ever see Archer?
Yeah.
The running gag, he has those elaborate answering machines.
Okay. Yeah.
I did that a few times.
Yeah, you're just tricking people where it's you're answering the phone, right?
Oh, I used to do that, and then I went on a job hunt, and they're like, "We don't know who. We were trying to get a hold of you," and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
Yeah, it's not. It's not a long-term gag. Good long-term gag.
I once set my voicemail. I said cluck like a chicken and then leave your message. And one like random like businessy call, they actually did it. They clucked like a chicken, but nobody I knew ever clucked like the chicken. But
So you got to
that
disregard the message.
and I realized that was cheesy, and I stopped doing that.
Just want to make sure.
Did you ever cluck like a chicken? Fun fact for listeners at home: he made us cluck like a chicken to be on the show.
Yeah, that's why didn't show up. He didn't want to cluck like a chicken. He's like, I run the in Detroit. I'm not gonna cluck like a chicken. Be on Tom's shitty podcast. But yeah, I definitely think that's a fun idea. You could have like different types of like bouncers to like intercept people's calls and like either send them to voicemail or like chew them out for calling you at a weird time or forward it to you or
Ooh, that could be
all
fun.
sorts-
Having the fucking like TikTok voice just chew them out.
Automated replies. Yeah, that would be pretty fun. Yeah.
Do you know what time this is? Please stop calling.
You could have it call them at 2 a.m. the next morning and
Yeah.
How does it feel like when I do it?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel so good now, does it?
Do you guys ever get the messages, the random like, "Hey Simon, I made pork chops. Would you like me to come over?"
Yeah, I thought I had a friend. It wasn't.
What?
Yeah.
You have me,
like,
Cheryl.
Hi.
I feel
you were
like
like,
it's
do you want to go horseback riding? I was like, yeah, I do. I love horses.
This is the spam call you're talking about?
Yeah,
some
it
sort
was
of
definitely a
fishing
spam
or
call.
something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like
it was
information
definitely a spam call.
gathering or
Yeah, my husband's
I
like,
just
oh,
have
it's
it-
not your friend, babe.
I just have the one right now where it's impersonating me, telling people my account got hacked.
Oh no.
On the
Yeah.
phone?
No, on Instagram.
Oh.
It might have just
Not
been on
great.
text. Have you ever been like text messages, Eric?
for most of them, it's pretty. You're pretty much like, nah, you're full of crap. One, you use the wrong name, or it's clearly the wrong number, and I'm not even going to answer back with you got the wrong number. Nobody had, this isn't normal for like 2 people a month to message me weird messages like that. But sometimes it's vague. So every once in a while, it's like that might be somebody. I meet a lot of people at festivals and stuff. It might be somebody, and they get me and I message them like, oh yeah, we had that in-depth conversation on LinkedIn. I'm like, dude, I'm never on LinkedIn. I've never talked to anybody on LinkedIn. So, and then it's like they send a photo and it's like, I have no idea who you are. So it's like, do people really be like, oh, are people like, hey, a girl's talking to me? I don't know. Or it's just training AI to see who responds to what and why, or maybe they send them all to like all the numbers and then they just see who responds to see, hey, these are live numbers. I don't know, man. I have no idea.
I always wondered if you're the type of guy who can really get like lots of attractive women and like they message you to hook up, it's like, how would you know the fake ones from the real ones?
Right.
Like,
I think the
I
real
guess
ones
they
are the
just
day
get hacked
ones.
over and over again. I think
Telemarketers, dude, I don't like them. I just think they're silly.
I was watching this this TikTok, and it was this lady who just kept answering the telemarketer calls, and she's like, mortuary, whatever. I'm stoned. I can't say the mortuary. And
Bingo.
mortuary, where you you give them to us and we cook them, and then they like keep hooking up, like hanging up on her, and she makes it like cannibalism and just a whole bunch of different little ones, and it's fucking hilarious. But
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know. I just want to try it sometime, but I'm just too scared to answer it because most of the time it's just a bill collector and they intimidate me. So I don't want to talk to them.
Eric's AI could do that. It could be a prankster AI that just pranks the people who call.
If you so
Now
choose,
that-
you have that power.
Now that is an idea.
Yeah,
set
that would
it.
be way cooler.
The problem is if it's too funny, the word might get out, and then random teenagers will be calling you just to mess with your AI.
That's true.
There's like a sweet spot of good prank, but not too good.
Yeah, it's all a setting. You could change. You can use your AI for good or evil, or the X factor, chaotic neutral, right?
Yeah, but I just think that's a good idea. I want to prank these telemarketers. But the thing I wonder is, right, you're gonna have AI pranking AI at a certain point.
Okay. Yeah, but until then, it'd be. Oh, so what if you had a select kind of telemarketers that when they called, they had to go through like a game show, right? I can't think of a game show offhand, but some sort of game they have to get. Like, listen,
Deal or
man,
no
I'll hear
deal.
your pitch. Yeah, I'll listen to your pitch, but you gotta like we talked about the riddles before, but I'm thinking like a little bit more of like a deal or no deal, Price is Right kind of vibe.
Shark Tank, telemarketer Shark Tank.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Give me your 30-second elevator pitch, man, and then give me your information. And it's a lottery. Listen, man, 5 people. You're the 5th person right now. You're 1 in 5 for me to even hear your 30-second pitch, man. Maybe you give it a call tomorrow. Give it another shot.
Telemart
Yeah.
shitter fart tank.
I like it.
That's a banger right there.
I always warmed my heart a little bit that the Nigerian scammers were actually from Nigeria. So if people who got scammed, some of the money went like to Africa and not to like some random dude in Alabama or something.
Wait, for real? Is it actually from Nigeria?
Well, the scammers were located in Nigeria, most of them, when they were doing those Nigerian prince
Yeah.
scams and stuff. It wasn't some dude in a rundown office in Iowa. It was actually a guy from Nigeria. It wasn't a prince, obviously, but it was a dude from Nigeria.
So how do you do? Did you make out pretty good?
I don't know.
I mean, we know of the scam, so I'm assuming enough people overall fell for it.
I think I saw once on like 60 Minutes or something that it was like in Nigeria at the peak, it was like their leading economy was like scamming. Like their biggest industry was like scamming Westerners on the phone.
I know that was a big business in Jamaica for a while. Like people would die if you had a list of very gullible Americans that was worth its weight in gold. Like people would actually break into your house and kill you for it.
Jeez.
Okay. Jeez. Let's get back to Eric's idea. Anything more to add?
When I hear the voice, I think of the receptionist from Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Ghostbusters. How can I help you? I don't know. That's all I got for her. But
Like,
yeah,
oh,
something
they're
like that,
on
maybe.
the ceiling again. Oh.
You could have the AI just do the whole call. Like, let's say you need to arrange, one of your friends needs to pick you up to go to a concert. And so you need to know like what time he's going to pick you up. And you could just have the AI do the call and tell you the information. So you don't even take the call. It just tells you when, like it does the whole call for you.
Yeah, and realistically, I feel all joking aside, I think that's a realistic thing that will happen in some way in the future, depending on how far out. Of just more of the automation of meeting of some of these things that we're talking about, but at what cost of communication. But yeah, there's a lot of routine stuff. In all seriousness, like you said, of doing the appointments and picking somebody up from the airport and figuring that out.
Okay. Anybody have any shows they want to plug before we go? Podcasts, social medias, anything you want to promote?
McDuff's tomorrow.
I'm also on that. I think it's on the 29th, I believe. I'm going to be at Ozones in Lansing.
The 23rd, I don't even know. In Indiana.
I know I have one
Great
show at
plug.
Time Mead in Wisconsin. Caesar's Pub in Standale, first Monday of the month, 8 p.m. I'm posting it.
The 19th, I'm at Comedy Outlet Mondays, and the 20th, I'm at Garage Bar.
I'll be around.
I have a Twitch channel called Gaming McFitness where I build video game controllers into fitness machines, and then I stream me playing video games while I use the fitness machines to about 2 people. I am doing Dave Crumbly's Toledo shows later this week. I'll be in Detroit later this week also, and this won't be out in time.
This has been a production of Planet Amp Podcast, powered by Pinecast.